peoples. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to make some kebabs. We're going to do some giant mushrooms. I mean, look how big these are. And we'll do some oyster mushrooms, but the way we're going to do the oyster mushrooms, we're going to do them so that it looks like a scallop. We'll chop them up, pan fry them. They're going to taste beautiful. We'll do a bit of a garden salad with it. And try and present it really nice for you. We could do the oyster mushrooms first, then we might as well just start doing the kebabs and the giant mushrooms. So with the oyster mushrooms, these are very quick. So take the head off, about the same thickness as what you want again, because you don't really want to waste that, no. So about the thickness of a scallop. So it's not quite an inch, I think it's about 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1.5 centimeters. So, right. So we're going to turn our pan on. Then I hope it's not annoying. And we'll crank this up a little bit. Maybe to about 7. So if you're on gas, not exactly high, a little bit lower. Not halfway, a little bit higher. So, crack level those. We're going to cook those in some extra virgin olive oil and Moro. That's because they want you to use more. They call themselves the Moro. While we've got the oil out, we're waiting for that to heat up. We might as well baste the bottom of these pans. These are going to be for the giant mushrooms. Alright, and let's crack a lack and do them, mate. So, what I mean by baste is just paint the bottom, because you don't want anything to stick. Now, again, we can do more preparation and we can turn our oven on. We've got a fan forced oven, and we'll make that probably 180 degrees Celsius. So, with the giant mushrooms, pretty simple. What we've done is we've washed them off, right? Now, if you get there and you peel all this off, you're crazy. That's where all the flavor is, that's where all the goodness is. Just wash them, like rinse it under the tap this way, rinse it off the tap that way, then let them drain. You'll see all the juices coming out, and any dirt or fertilizer or anything that was on them is off now. So chuck those in the pan like so. We're gonna have to use 2 pans because, like I said, they're giant mushrooms. These are bigger than my hand. So, first things first, a little bit of garlic. And this is the real deal, finely chopped garlic up under there. These are almost like making a pizza, I guess. Bit of everything under there. Okay. Now we're going to go with some sun-dried tomatoes. Alright. Try and evenly place them under there. Not too much. You don't want to be overpowering with anything. So what we're after is the flavour of what we're trying to create. And if you haven't watched any of our other videos, then you'll know that I like these more than steak, and I love steak. Absolutely love steak. You gotta cook it perfect, of course. Everything's gotta be cooked perfect. Here we are. We're gonna want some capsicum there. The capsicum is left over from the salad. Sorry, the salad capsicum is over here. This is for the kebabs. I've cut them into squares. I'm pretty fussy. If it doesn't work out into a random shape, I chop it up and I've diced it up to use in the mushrooms. And then I've used some for the salad as well. So, before we go any further, we want some spices on here. Did you want to swap with me, Dale? So we like chili. You don't have to put chili on. Sorry, Dom. We like garlic. We're gonna put the garlic granules on as well as what we've got the real garlic powder and some onion powder. So I can show you these here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now, chili, be careful, not too much, obviously. Garlic powder, garlic granules, it's doubling up. I know we've got garlic on there already, but try it and then you tell me the flavour, what you think. Alright, so a few sprinkles. Now, this much chili is not going to be too hot. To rate it, it'd come out like 1 chili rating. This is the garlic powder. Now, it does different things when you're cooking it, because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put some butter on top there. Garlic granules again. And they are stuck to the bottom. Now, onion powder. Don't forget the onion powder. Just be careful, not too much, because we are going to put onion on as well. We was going to put onion on, wasn't we? Where's my onion, darling? I didn't dice any onion off. Yeah. There we go, fixed. Right, so a little sprinkle of onion around in there. So again, not too overpowering. I know we're putting a lot of spices on there, but everything has a different flavour. Everything's going to cook different for us. So, there we go, not too much. Okay, so we want to get the capsicum underneath the butter. I'm going to put a couple of cheeses on top of here in a minute. I've just got some red capsicum and some yellow capsicum here. You want some green, put some green. It gives it a different colour for your guests. These mushrooms are a meal in its own. Like, they're going to be so filling. Like, this is all way too much for us to eat. We'll be eating it for tomorrow and the next day. Leftovers. Okay, so keep an eye on that. We might pop some of those in if it's ready. It's ready. Alright, so very simple. Okay. And you'll be so surprised at how these turn out. Might just cook one lot and another lot. So we can cook the head as well as very close to the bottom. This is very close to the bottom. You'd be surprised. Alright. Yeah, don't want to go too fast on those. So we want some butter in there, but I'm just going to cut the butter because you want to get it tucked down in there, because the next step is putting the cheese on. So let's just put this on a little bit. Right, a bit of butter in each one. A bit of butter in this one. So that's just going to make all those juices really nice as it's cooking. Okay, they're cooking away. It needs more. So some cheese. What we're going to do is we're going to put some feta cheese on top of these. And Zaid's done?
Yes.
Okay. Does Zaid want to help?
Yes.
You want to help? Okay, go grab your step. You can help Daddy. Okay. So, if you really don't like feta cheese, you could use any other cheese. We're going to use a grated cheese, like a pizza cheese, on top of this one in a second. So, okay, see what I did with these ones? So you keep doing that one. Keep doing that one for Daddy. This one here, cover. Good. Keep popping it on. Around here. Right around here. More cheese. Is it yummy? You don't eat it. Okay. Do you want to eat a piece? You can eat a piece. Yummy? But we've got to keep putting it on, so it's going to be ready to right around here like it really wants. Okay. Gotta check these. Okay, they're definitely ready to turn. So, they look like a baked potato when they're ready. I think I need the red tongs. The tongs too small. Alright, we finished this one. Okay, you want to do one? Yep, pop him on. Did you like your cheese? Was it yummy? This one, what about more on this one? Okay? The more the better. Okay? And then we'll do this one, do this cheese. Worry about this later, Daddy clean up last, yeah? So do this one, you know how this one goes, don't you? Like pizza. Okay? Right in the center. More on this one, cover. More on this one. Good boy. Okay, can we swap them around? Voila. Okay, oyster mushrooms, so crack-a-lackin', and let's see how they taste in a second. Would you like some cheese to eat? Yes. Yes? Okay. They are ready to go in the oven. So what we're going to do with those is, maybe 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then let's do that. Just dish these straight up. Alright, so these are like an entree appetizer. So, and Zaid's getting very creative over here. He's about to put one on. So let's do it. What did you make yesterday? Okay, you make a cake? Yes? And what sort of cake did you make yesterday? Oh yeah, Daddy better get it. Quick, get it close. So you make a rainbow cake. Tell everyone you make a rainbow cake. If you've got kids, you'll have to check out his channel coming soon. And he loves cooking. And doing lots of other things. Swimming, riding motorbikes, playing at the beach. You know, the normal things kids love to do. Yes. Okay, these are our entree. Right. Enough to dish up those ones. Okay, they're going to have to really cool before we get into them. Let's just put them there. These ones in here. Okay, that needs a little bit more olive oil. Give that a splash. Okey-dokey. So, more cheese? More cheese? This has got enough cheese though, okay? I thought you wanted to eat cheese. They're good. These are going to go in the oven. We're going to put them in the oven? Yes? You want to do that part? Come on then. Come on down. Ready? You can help Daddy put them in the oven. Step back over here. Right? You hold it. Be careful. Uppy. Alright? Pop it in there. Oh boy. Okay, Daddy get the other one. Ready? Pop it in there. Good. Thank you. Okay, now we wait. So we better turn the timer on those, half an hour. So 180 degrees, fan forced, Celsius. Keep an eye on those because they actually cook a little bit ahead of your time. And in the meantime, we're going to make some kebabs. So we'll be back with you in a second. Okay, we've got the last ones in here, the oyster mushrooms. Try some. So, let's put a bit of salt or pepper if you like pepper. Alright. It's so yummy. That does not taste like a mushroom, put it that way. It tastes like something that you probably never had before. It is so delicious. Very much restaurant food. Very nice. A delicacy if you cook that right. Absolutely perfect. So, let's serve these up and then we'll start doing our kebabs. Okay, it's going to take us a bit to make the kebabs. 2 seconds, I'll dish these up and we'll get back to you. So the mushrooms, the oyster mushrooms, everyone ate them. My wife even ate the last one of mine. Didn't do my own. It is so delicious. You just got to try it. It's just so simple. You buy them mainly from Asian stores or like a grocer that has some fine food and just chop them up like that. Scallops and fry them like they're scallops. They're absolutely beautiful. This is going to be simple. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go one after one. So, oh, sorry, my bad. So, let me explain this a bit better. Dun, 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 dun. Every time we put a vegetable on, we put a piece of meat. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Every time we put a vegetable on, we put a piece of meat. So, quite simple. There we go. And another piece of meat. If you want to put some vegetable on at the end there, go for it. All we're going to do is make up some kebabs. You can mix it up a little. So we can start at this end instead and this way. So this is a good way to make your meat go a lot further. So for parties, for dinners, anything like that. Meat is expensive. If you can't get it cheap, it can be quite expensive. We get our meat fairly cheap. We're lucky. We get looked after. Lamb, I seen lamb in a butcher the other day. I just went in there to grab something because the butcher that we usually get it off was too far away. I didn't want to drive that far. There was lamb in there for $45 for the lamb chops. We paid $9. Right, this is unbelievable. I think actually we buy it cheaper here than what we do in my wife's country. We're very lucky, very lucky. Now, that looks like it needs another bit of colour on it. If you want to colour it up a bit, go for it. You can slide that down. We've been marinating this in a lemon, is that correct? A lemon?
Lemon honey.
A lemon honey marinade for about 6 hours. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep making these over and over again, and we'll probably just speed this process up a little bit and then show you what we're doing with the cooking. So as you can see, we've got a fair few here. A few kebabs here. I'm gonna pan fry them. So usually this sort of stuff I chuck in the barbecue. I like to chuck it in the barbecue. It is absolutely freezing outside. It's about 5 degrees. So I'm gonna chuck this in the pan. So it might be a little bit slow. I might have to do a few at a time. And let's crank that up for a second. So maybe 8, some olive oil. Alright, let that warm up. I turned the mushrooms off. I just put them on before because they really wanted to cook. So let's turn back them on, flame forced, and we'll just turn them on to about 160 because they were fairly cooking before. I don't know if you can smell that, but they are smelling delicious and they're going to taste delicious. So let's get them crack-a-lacking. And in the meantime, we'll prep some salad. What we want to do, I usually make the salad. I always make the salad actually, to be quite honest with you. And tonight, all I'm going to do is I'm going to prep the flakes with a bit of salad because I always make the salad and you never see. And then I toss it all together and it's like one salad, help yourself salad. I like it like that, but yeah, let's do it like this tonight. Do it a little bit different. So, baby spinach. We did have this in the garden. Coming into the cold season, it is going a little bit not growing so fast. So, a bit of rocket on the side. So this is from our garden. Bit of rocket on the side. And the skewers anymore. We want some tomatoes on top, onion underneath. Now, if you don't know a trick with the onion, to cut onion up and not cry, where your extraction fan is for your oven, cut it over the top of that, turn it on, and then cut away. It won't even come near you. You won't cry. Bit of a trick. You can't always do that though if you're cooking, can you? Okay, if you're preparing. So a bit of onion, a bit of cucumber. Now, you know me, I usually use up what's left over. But I'm just going to put on what we need. Do something with that tomorrow night. Bit of capsicum. And finally, some tomato. Now we have our salad. Here we go. And I'm going to use the red Kelly's, which is the Tasmanian one. Now, if we haven't been over that with you before, we do like to use the Tasmanian produce. Those crack-a-lacking. Check on our mushrooms. And we're good. I don't know who's doing the dishes. I'm not. Let's have a look at the mushrooms. Okay. Those ones are crack-a-lackin', these ones are crack-a-lackin', but these ones are cooking definitely need more than those ones. Alright, let's swap them around. Put those ones on top. So, I don't know if you can see that. They're going to taste very yummy. Just let these keep cooking. Crank them up a bit more. And now we're just keeping an eye on our kebabs. That's hot, so let's turn it down a notch. We've got the onion, the red onion. This is beef on there. It's like a lean beef, diced up. We've got the filled mushrooms, the capsicum, the red capsicum, the beef again, the yellow capsicum, more beef and onion, and we've just mixed that up as we've gone through. We've just changed it a little. Otherwise, everything's just going to look the same running through for presentation. We try to make it, you know, a little bit different as we go along. So, as you're cooking, best thing you can do is clean. So, as we go, we clean up. As you can see, I don't have any dishes in here at the moment, but I'm going to have a lot. So, all this won't go to waste. No. Tomorrow night we'll probably do a pizza. So we'll do a pizza with the majority of it. Obviously that can't go on the pizza, but the butter can't go on the pizza. Everything else here can go on a pizza. So tomorrow night, I guess we're eating pizza. We just put some more in the pan. So they're cooking away and we're doing a good time with it. It's going to taste absolutely marvellous. So, I've set up a couple of plates here. We'll dish this up and show you what it's going to look like. Mushrooms, definitely ready. What I was thinking is we might actually cut one of these mushrooms in half and show you exactly, you know, what it's going to look like. We usually just put it on a plate, the whole thing. What are you thinking, Darling? The whole thing or cut it in half? I like the whole thing.
Maybe the whole
If I'm going to eat it, I'm going to like the whole thing. You want to cut one in half?
Maybe the whole thing.
The whole thing. We're going with the whole thing. Okay? There we go. There we have it. A bit of salt and pepper on that. And that's what we have, guys. This knife over here because of the kids. So, nice and juicy. A bit of red Kelly's on the salad dressing. And some salt. And some pepper. Now, I guess you want me to try something. Just check the food now because we're still going with a couple of dishes there. Turn these over. Crack-a-lackin'. So, there with a knife and a fork. Now, the mushroom. I'm actually going to cut that open and just sit it there because I'm going to let it cool for a second because that's just come out of the oven. Now, the kebab. I like to pick these kebabs up with my fingers. So, medium rare. Alright. A bit of a leaf on there. It was so nice. Juicy, very soft and very tender. Don't overcook things. If you overcook it, it's not going to taste any nice. So this is the mushroom. I hope it's not boiling hot. Just going out of the oven. The flavors in that mushroom, honestly, try this. You're gonna love it. It's so simple. That mushroom, it tastes better than the piece of meat. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna eat the kebabs. I'm definitely gonna eat the kebabs. They are beautiful, right? They got everything on them. But this mushroom is to die for. Alright, the mushroom definitely is twice as good as the meat. And these over a little bit. I actually turned those down because we were trying to change the bait. So, here we have it. We've got some more mushrooms in here for the other dish. We'll bring those out. Dish them up on the plate in a second. Nice and golden. So, till next time. See you on the next one.